What is going on, guys? I am back. It's YoungGT. I'm back on the video. I'm back on the camera. It's been a little while, but I feel like God put this on my heart to talk about. And when God puts something on my heart, something in my soul, something in my mind, something's planted, then I want to talk about it. And I got to talk about it. And I got to bring it to y'all. And really, put the soul into the video. Now, listen, I'm a little bit sick. I'm a little under the weather, but you know, it's just, I got to do what I got to do. You know how it is. I'm in the studio right now. I've been working on the music. I've been working on so many things. I got a new song I'm looking to release soon, and then after that, I got something big. I'm really just trying to make like the biggest thing that I've ever really created, and just trying to really put this stuff out there. But anyways, right now I want to. What's more important right now is the topic at hand that I want to talk about. And this, I really want for this to be able to help somebody. I really want for this that I'm speaking today, I want for this to really resonate with somebody and make them feel and understand. Or maybe if it's something that generally the topic doesn't resonate, or you may think like, wait, how can this? Then we can start to understand each other's perspectives and think about it and understand how can we walk in the path and the plan that God has for us. And what comes with that? What does that mean? You know, I want to talk about that today, and I want to talk about what will come with that, and why people, where does the dislike come from? Where does the fact of you may not feel like you fit in the placements of society? And I understand, the first thing I will say is I understand that this seems cliche. This is something that we talk about a lot as a society, as a people, especially when this is the type of life that you got to live. But and sometimes people even use it as like an excuse for people to feel bad for them. Let's just be honest here. But I want to really talk about, like, not from a perspective of like bias or like, oh, I feel this way, or oh, I feel like people don't like me or whatever. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is I want to talk about the gritty details of why is that the case? What is making it be the case today? If you're walking in this path, in this purpose, in this plan that you feel, that you believe in your heart and in your soul that God has for you, where you have like this, you have this like passion, or I don't even know if the word is passion, but like this purpose, this sense of direction that you have, where I want to do this. I want to do this not for myself, not just for myself, but for my people, for the world, for it, just generally speaking. I want to help people. I want to support people. I want to do the will that God has for me, right? When we have that planted in us, why is it why is it the reason that we may feel then like we lose our placement in society, right? And of course, as we all speak about, right, not living in what the world says, but what God says, and all that kind of stuff, right? And I want to get into the details. I want to get into the descriptive, I'm stuttering even because I'm a little bit ill, you know what I'm saying? But the descriptive details of what that's about and what the reason is, where it all comes from. So I want to talk about it like this, sort of with my own example. Again, not from a form of bias, but just from a form of example, so we can all kind of be at the same page, the same place here. So I'm going right now to, like, you know, a prestigious college. It's a good college. That's what I'll say. It's a good college, right? And let me get this set up right. There we go. And with that, it's something that I'm not used to. I'm not used to being in a situation to where it's a prestigious situation, really, like that at all. You know, I mean, the college I go to, it's a lot of people who, I mean, you would look at them and you would just, I'm not just trying to sit here and label or anything like that with people out. I'm not the type to do that. I'm just saying it generally as a general person, the general perspective may see it as, you know, a lot of people that seem like things are together, you know, with them, you know, things are good, you know, they kind of got a lot of the things that they're looking for and they want. You know, these people be having all this nice stuff, and they, like, I mean, it just seems like whatever, it is what it is. I mean, that's how their lives kind of just went. And I'm not sitting here to say that I'm not blessed. It's just, this is something I'm not used to, being in some big, you know, kind of college where it's a bunch of rich folks that kind of just have a lot of things together, you know, the way that it is. And I love my community and everybody around me. It's just that it's always been tough. Say the schools that I went to, we never had like money in the schools. We always did fundraisers and, you know, things where we couldn't afford stuff to do. At first we weren't even going to do a prom in my high school because it was just like, we don't have the money to do it. But we just managed to scratch up enough money because we were doing fundraisers, selling snacks and stuff like that. You know, the city that I come from, I mean, it's a city that went bankrupt. You know, I mean, we don't really have much, and that's just what the case is. That's just how it is. So you got to think about my community. You know what, and just what that's what it is. That's what we had to deal with. Growing up was that some of these opportunities and these things that you would think that some people would think is just there, you know, no, we had to fight for, we had to hustle for it. So I say that to say I had to really hustle to get into this college, you know what I'm saying? I had to really hustle, get good grades. Really, nobody was going to hand me that. And even now, even with the money and all that stuff, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a struggle every day. But what I say with this is that it's like I can understand that with my perspective and what it is with me, there's a form of labeling. I can see it sometimes. I'm just saying, and I'm not sitting here again to play a victim with it. I'm just saying, generally speaking, with the way that I am, the way that I talk, I do speak with a little bit of slang. That's just what it is. That's the community. That's just what it is. That's how that's what I became. That's how I am. The way that I carry myself, the way that I walk, the way that I dress, you know, stuff like that, to where people, you know, I've been, you know, called stuff that it's like, you know, where does this, and it makes it more difficult for me to, generally speaking, even fit with the community and make a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of friends at that college. That's just what it is. I have my people that I love, and people that's my close friends, my brothers, my sisters. I got them. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, in the college, now that I'm more walking into this big, crazy, civilized world, I'm not going to say it's not interesting, but it's something where I don't, at times I don't, actually, let me say at times, the whole entire time, all the time, I do not feel like I fit in there. I really don't. I just don't. And I'm not going to say that even the people that look like they fit in there, they may not feel like they fit in there either. But I know that there's some folks that do. I'm just saying, I know there's some folks in there, definitely, probably a lot of folks that do feel like they fit in there. And that's just what it is, right? And again, that's not to down anybody. But what I'm saying here is that I want to speak life into somebody through talking about my perspective and saying that the reason why I'm in a situation, I'm in a position like that where I'm in a prestigious college, but yet what I've had to work through hasn't been from that, is because there's a certain plan, there's a certain purpose, there's something that I've been walking in that God has placed on my heart, where he's telling me, look, I want you to represent this, I want you to represent your community, but be able to put yourself in a spot to where you can show people, listen, even if it may not seem like this is possible for you, it is. It is possible for you. It's times where, look, I'll be hustling and I'll be going through the college junk and I'll be spending money on this stuff and I'll just be hungry. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, I can't even buy food right now because I'm spending money on this other college junk. That's not to say I couldn't, you know, ask or whatever, but it's just the same with me. I mean, I don't work at a job that's gonna get me rich. You know what I'm saying? That's just not what it is right now. And so I'm saying that I'm on the hustle, I'm on the grind. That's what it is. And there's not much that's making me feel like, oh, I'm where I want to be. I'm definitely not, because I want to make sure that I can be secure with the stuff that I'm doing right now. And this college is expensive, this stuff is expensive, and it's not very, it is secure because I got God on my side. That's where the security is at. But I'm talking about in the physical form. But anyways, I can see judgment with that, with what I'm doing, with what I'm working towards, with how I'm living, with really working hard. A lot of the time, people, let's just be real, people like me, you know what I'm saying, if I were to just be sitting here and not be doing nothing and just kind of stick in the position that I'm in right now, then a lot of people would not care. A lot of people in them spots. And there's a lot of people that actually don't like that somebody like me who speaks the way that I do, looks the way that I do, that's just that kind of stuff, that actually don't appreciate that I'm really working hard and hustling like that to try and get in a better, more prestigious position. You know what I'm saying? And that can come from anything. It doesn't just have to be, and that's just me saying it from a perspective also as a person of color, but it could be generally for anybody, you know, but because every person that I've seen, that I've studied, right, that people didn't like or appreciate what they were doing for what they were standing up for, you know, the same time those people that understood and had to feel that struggle that they felt, they got love from them, and in the future of time, maybe it could be after that person who fought for what was right, what was strong, when they passed, then their name was loved, their name was appreciated, their name was supported. But while they were here, that wasn't the case. And so I'm only saying that to say this, right? I have to understand with this path and with this plan that God has given me, with doing this stuff, doing what I gotta do, hustling like I gotta hustle, even if it doesn't seem like it makes sense or that I fit or my placement fits anywhere in this position, I have to realize that God placed me in the spot to where I can represent what I can represent while also strongly showing that we can make it. If we keep trying, we can make it. With God, we can make it. And that comes for anything. You may be a person that's struggling strongly with mental health, like horribly, like, man, you may be ready to just give up, end it all. Let's just be real. We need to be honest with each other here. You could be like, you could be somebody, let's be real. You could be somebody that's in the spot where you're trying to make a prestigious position. You could be a woman in the position where it's just men, and the men, they may be putting you down. You could be somebody that's a person of color. You could be black, and it's like anybody, other people that may not have been in those shoes that you're in. They may judge you for it. And what I'm speaking and saying by this, and it could be anything, again, mental health issues, it could be your physical appearance, it could be anything that separates you and makes you a part of the oppressed. Let's be real here. Anything that makes you a part of the oppressed. You could be somebody that, it could be anything, bro. It could be anything. But we all know what I'm talking about when I'm saying that. We all understand and know what I'm talking about with that. And I'm saying here that is a part of your purpose and a part of your plan, and that's what comes with being a child of God. That's what comes with working in God's plan. That's what comes with that. That's what comes with that, man, is understanding that, yes, the world is not gonna like us, but that is what's gonna make you stronger. And at the end of the day, anybody that I've seen that struggled where the world hated them, the devil is planting in the souls of other people that are not walking in the path that God has given to them. When they're not walking in that path, when they're not walking in that plan, that is when the devil, that's when the enemy, there's a portal in their minds that the enemy is able to bring himself into, to where he can use them as like a vessel, as a basically way to take you down from what you're doing, because you'll feel like, dang, these people are speaking this negativity into my life. How can I even make it? How can I make it if these other people don't like it? These other people don't. God, is this path, is this thing that you're telling me to do, is this even right? Because nobody else seems to like it. Not even your closest family members, not even your closest people. It could be, I'm speaking to somebody right now, you know what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying by this is, look, you got to keep pushing, you got to keep hustling, you got to keep going, man. That's the best thing I can tell you, man, woman, anybody, whatever. Because look, I get judged for rapping. You know what I'm saying? It's like the first thing, if you're a rapper, the first thing I'm thinking, oh, he's probably talking about drugs, he's probably talking about something crazy. No, I'm talking about the struggle of life, of trying to walk in God's plan. I'm talking about the struggles of that. What's so hard about it? What comes with it? These people don't love me, and that's just what it is. That's the tough part. A lot of these people hate me. Straight up, they call me names. They don't want nothing to do with me. And that's just what it is. But I got to understand at the end of the day that that's because this is the path, and I'm walking in that path and that plan, and the world is not going to love you. But God is still going to put those people into your life that understand you and that are able to walk by your side, are able to bring that love to you because they understand it. And maybe it might not be because they... Maybe it may not be because just that they understand it. Maybe they don't. But the fact is, they're able to be there. They have that love in their heart. They have that love that God put into their hearts. They have that. And when we can walk with that as a group, as a society, and another thing, right? As us, right, as people, as believers in Christ, we also have to learn to understand that does not mean that we should be sitting here and saying that these other people are not still God's creation. They're still our brothers. I don't care. Hey, listen. I don't care if you. I don't. Hey, you can hate on me. You can hate on me a bunch. You could hate me. I still consider you a brother, a sister, whatever. That's just what it is. I cannot sit here and say otherwise because that will be me. That's like, at the end of the day, bro. I'm blessed that I'm not in that spot and I'm not in that position where all that hatefulness is there. And I got some. hatefulness in my heart. I do. I understand that about myself. And that is bad and that's a problem, but I gotta keep working through it. So I can't be sitting here judging and being all prideful when at the end of the day, I'm human just like you. So I'm really just saying this to say, I don't know what you're dealing with. I don't know how hard it is, but I know that it's hard, bro. This junk sucks. I'm gonna keep it real, bro. This life, it really does suck sometimes, man. And it's not fun, you know. A lot of people will really say, like, man, it's like, you know, oh, you walk in the path of playing with God, and it's just like, I don't know where you're getting that from, bro. But I do believe that blessings are around the corner somewhere. And there's blessings right now. I'm waking up. I'm able to talk to the camera. There's blessings, man. There are blessings, and they're there. It is hard though. It's hard to see them, and it's especially when people don't like you, people hate on you. You're really struggling and hustling to make it to where you're trying to get to, and it's just not working. I can't say that my life is together at all, because it's really not. And I'm in probably the toughest spot I've been in a long time. But I'm trying to keep the faith and be like, hey, even though this is what I'm going through, this is the part of it, this is the reason, this is the purpose. It's because this is what it was made. Like, I mean, it's people that I believe that they fought for a cause. There's like freedom fighters and people that fought for something that was so strong to them, and they were so hated for it. And think of anybody that did. Like, I think of people, and everybody has their opinions, right, when it comes to like different, you know, beliefs or anything like that, right? But sometimes I look at like clips of Muhammad Ali, because he's somebody that, you know, I like how he was willing to fight for everything that he believed in, for his people, for the people that, you know, were oppressed, people of color that weren't represented well at all, and you know, he was fighting for that and saying, I'm willing to fight for this, I'm willing to, wherever I have to go to fight for this, bro, that's just what it is. And he was hated for it. Hated. Look at the clips, look at the interviews, just look at any of it, and look at all the hate that he got for that. But nowadays, even after he's passed and he's gone, we love him because he fought. And that doesn't mean to sit here and seek validation from the world, but I'm telling you, when you fight for something, the people will look and go, wow, that's a star, man. That's a star, especially the people that understand and feel that pain. So I'm just saying today, please, brother, sister, don't give up. Keep going, man, because you're a star, man. You got to keep pressing. You got to keep pushing on. You see me? I'm recording this. Dang it. I'm recording this video. And I'm freaking... Oh, my God, bruh. I'm recording this video. And I'm sick. So, please, keep hustling. And keep going. And at the end of the day, this ain't to judge anybody that may feel like they got all the friends in the world. But, just make sure to think about that, too, though. Because you gotta understand... Would these people appreciate you the same way if you truly fought for something that you wanted to stand for, that you felt like God put on your heart? Would these people still support you? Just think about that. It's always good to keep it in mind. But anyways, I'm done. That's all I got to say. I just felt like bringing a little bit of love on the camera. Much love to everybody, my brothers and sisters. I got a lot of stuff coming, working real hard. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to say. Thank you. You take care now.